Hey everyone, welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is July 4th, 2025, and we are going to analyze Amazon, ticker symbol Amazon, by taking a look at the recent news and then diving deep into the chart. We'll identify important support and resistance levels, discuss possible trend reversals, and determine when to consider bullish or bearish positions. Let's jump right into it. First, let's look at some recent headlines. We see that analysts are optimistic about Amazon for the second half of the year. However, Jeff Bezos recently sold some shares, which is something to consider. Also, there are many reports regarding Trump's potential new tariff rates, which have the potential to impact the market and Amazon. Finally, there's talk of the likelihood of rate cuts evaporating due to a strong jobs report, another thing that could be relevant. Now, let's switch over to the daily chart. We'll take a look at the broader picture and then zoom in on more recent price action. Looking at the daily chart, we see that Amazon had a pretty significant dip around August 2024, bottoming out near the 160s, then recovering nicely. We've since seen a climb, and now the stock is hovering around the 220s. We see some consolidation in the more recent candles. Let's narrow the view to focus on the most recent few months on the daily chart, from around April 2025 to now. We can see a general uptrend, albeit with some significant volatility. Notice how the price surged up in late June, approaching the 225 mark, but then faced a sharp decline. Currently, we're seeing some signs of consolidation. The recent price action is interesting. The stock is fluctuating, but with smaller movements than previously. Let's switch to the hourly chart to analyze the short-term trend and get a clearer picture of the support and resistance levels. Zooming in on the hourly chart reveals more granular details about the price movements, which can help us predict short-term entries and exits. From the hourly chart, we can see some potential support around the 219 to 220 level, where the price has bounced a few times recently. To dial down even further, let's peek at the 15-minute chart to analyze any potential intraday trading opportunities. On the 15-minute chart, we see that today, July 3rd, the stock began at around 221.82 and has slowly trended up to around 223.41. We see a lot of chop, with a small amount of upwards movement throughout the day. So for short-term trading, watch for breakouts above 224 or drops below the 222 level. However, it's not giving super strong signals at the moment. In summary, Amazon is sitting around the 223 level, with key support in the 219 to 220 range on the hourly chart. A break below 219 could signal a bearish move, while a sustained break above 225 could imply further upside. Long-term, with analyst estimates pointing towards a rise to 240, Amazon could be a good buy and hold. However, keep an eye on Jeff Bezos' stock sales and potential tariff changes which could change things. Remember, always do your own research and consider your risk tolerance before making any trades. Thanks for tuning in to Explain the Charts.